Hi, I wanted to share some information with you if you were unable to make it to our iPad integration meeting on May 13th in our fellowship hall. Next year, students in grades 7 through 12 will have the option of bringing their own Wi-Fi iPads to school. They can receive electronic textbooks on those. They'll also be able to take notes and different things, but we're excited about this opportunity. I want to tell you this is something that we spent a lot of time researching and laying the groundwork for. Last year, our IT people put in over 2 miles of Cat6 cabling. New servers were installed, new server software. We spent a lot of time on access points and availability, bandwidth, researching what device would be best for our teachers and our students. And but at the very heart of everything, I think it's important for us to realize the teacher is the key in education. We really want to use technology to enhance the curriculum that we have. We're here to improve upon what we're doing, and we realize that technology is just another tool for teachers. I think technology, learning technology, is just an important part of preparation for life and education today. And we are excited to be using iPads. We are just purchasing iPads for all of our teachers. We need to have a common device that everyone is using. Apple has been exponentially ahead in the area of education. Educational apps are being produced all the time. We needed to have one device in the classroom that is common so that people could help each other. We wanted to make sure that instructional time was not lost trying to figure out how to get something to work on a different device from what the teacher or other students in the classroom have. Next year, we're going to spend that time in professional development for teachers. There really is not going to be a great educational gain next year if your student brings an iPad to school. There will be a lighter backpack, but there will not be a difference educationally. So they'll learn the device, and our teachers are learning their devices. Some of our teachers will start to integrate some things into the classroom. But really, next year we're spending on professional development for our teachers to make sure they are well versed in the iPad. They've had time to research apps that would be um, enhancements in the educational purpose in their educational plan. We will be meeting as a group to sit down and calling it iTeach Cafe, but they'll sit around, talk about apps that would work well in their classrooms that would they could integrate and enhance what they're doing. And we're excited about making sure that our teachers are well versed in the iPad and able to use those things as effective tools. On May 13th, we demonstrated textbooks. Electronic textbooks, the license allows you to be on 4 devices. So if your son is taking Algebra 1 or your daughter, they would have an Algebra 1 textbook that would be available on a PC, a laptop, an iPad, and a smartphone. So the notes that they take in the device would automatically sync to these other copies. The highlighting that they do would automatically sync. So the textbooks would be available, and we demonstrated that. We showed how on an iPad and a smartphone that night, notes that were taken, we projected up and showed how they synced automatically to the other devices. We also showed filtering demonstration where certain apps are not available on our Wi-Fi. Through a program called AirWatch, um, we're able to enable and disable apps so that social media is disabled during the school day. Students, parents already pay a, um, they already pay a material and activity fee, and that is $250. That helps us with all of the textbooks, the hard copies, copy machines and printers and lease agreements and maintenance agreements and toner and paper and all these different fees. Um, and if you've purchased textbooks lately, you know that's a very reasonable fee for that. E-textbooks cost 50% of the cost each year, where we might normally get 4 years out of a textbook. And say, for instance, that one of our most expensive textbooks is the chemistry textbook. It's $84. So every year we can budget $21 for that textbook. Well, with an e-textbook, the cost is $42 per year. So when you run that through all of the different grade levels, we've decided that um, we'd have to charge parents if they wanted their child to have an iPad. The AirWatch is $15 per device. Barracuda filtering is $12 per device, which AirWatch is what enables and disables apps. Barracuda is what helps protect kids from going into unprofitable things. We're going to have to increase our bandwidth depending upon how many students participate. Um, and also, obviously, we're increasing our IT budget by 50% just as a starting point to try to make sure that we're able to take care and provide um, good service. So there will be an upcharge for any parents choosing for their son or daughter to have an iPad next year. It will be $100, an electronic fee that will be added to the material and activity fee. All parents presently pay $250 material and activity fee, but for those parents who choose to bring a Wi-Fi iPad for their son or daughter to have their electronic textbooks on, there would be an extra $100 fee to help us with these costs. I hope you're excited about this. I know I am. I think that I'm a visual learner. I'm excited about the smart boards that we had installed last year. The iPads actually will integrate with those so that a teacher can be anywhere in the room and diagram or make notes, throw it up on the board. They also, in the 2014-2015 year, will be doing integration of iPads where a teacher will be able to actually throw up to 8 iPads up on the board at the same time. Students could be diagramming a sentence or working a problem. And they also will be able to use the iPad as the Mimeo-Vote to take quizzes and tests, or even if a teacher's just explaining a concept and asks for input. Thank you so much for having your son or daughter here at Grace. We're excited about some of these innovations for the future, and I want you to know you'll be receiving a survey that you'll have to make a decision. Yes, I'd like to go with an iPad next year, or no, I would not. This would be an iPad that you would purchase with Wi-Fi access, and the textbooks would be resident on the iPad. So when you're driving in the car or wherever you're at, your student would have access to those textbooks. If you have questions, please call the school office, but we are excited to help you with this. And if you would take time to fill out that survey so we'd know how to order, that would help us tremendously. We're asking that parents would respond within the next week to that survey so we can get our textbook order in. We're going to order hard copies for people that do not join the Wi-Fi iPad initiative. So if you join it at a later date, there would be a slight increase. But thank you so much. You'll be excited to see the test scores when they come out with your report cards. Our kids did an excellent job. Thank you for a great year. God bless you and have a great summer. We'll see you August 12th. That's the first day of school.